Thank you all for being here and allowing me this time to tell you a little story about myself and how I was afforded the opportunity to introduce the Plarn Project to Sussex Technical High School through Multiplying Good Students in Action. For years, my grandmother has been trying to teach me various forms of needlework for as long as I can remember. Patiently, she watched as I sewed a crooked hem on a scrap piece of cloth, pricked my finger on a needle, or dropped a stitch while knitting. I was completely hopeless and could not even sew a button on correctly with my clumsy hands. So you can imagine, when she invited me to attend a Plarn workshop over the summer, I was skeptical. Crocheting was the main event, and I already know that I'm bad at it. So why would I attempt something I already know that I'm bad at? With the support of my peers, I was able to gain permission to offer five 2.5-hour workshops at my school, and I invited 2 organizations to help implement it. Plarn basically is a portmanteau of the words plastic and yarn, and is actually a way to make sleeping mats for the homeless while recycling plastic bags at the same time. So while introducing this workshop to my school, we were able to help this community at the same time.
According to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, statistics show that there were 580,396 homeless Americans reported in 2020. In a 2022 article written by the Cape Gazette, there were 2,396 homeless persons reported in Delaware. Even at Sussex Tech, our crisis manager has stated that there are 4 homeless classmates as of this school year. Learning about these facts reinforced our drive to do something about poverty, coupled with our passion to take care of the environment to make the world a healthier place in which to live in. Both overarching goals support the task we were given by Delaware Multiplying Good to think of projects that support the World Health Organization's Healthy People 2030 initiative. According to the Environment America organization, the average American household uses over 300 plastic bags per year, often only one time. In an effort to reduce, reuse, recycle, and support our Sussex Tech Goes Green campaign, making farm mats for the homeless tackles both problems and offers a viable solution as to how to recycle and reduce the use of plastic in our environment. The reusing of plastic allows us to craft a usable product that can help support the homeless living in Delaware. Let's check into our demo workshop right now and learn the 6 easy steps it takes to making a finished farm mat. Jasmine, what are the first few steps?
First, you plant at the bags to make it easier to fold and cut. Then, you fold it in half twice. And then you cut off the handles and the bottom.
Chloe, what are the next steps?
With the plastic bag already cut, you will fold it in half to cut it again, and then with the 2 halves, you will fold them in half again to cut them in half to make these 4 strips. With these 4 strips, you will tie them together to make a long, like 4 strands of plastic yarn. With the yarn, you will roll them up to a ball to make it controlled so easier to make the mat. You will take the mat, crochet together crochet the mat together. It takes about 500 to 600 bags to make one mat. It even has a loop hole. There's a lot that happens behind a workshop. This is Lizette's point of view.
It was a regular day at Sussex Tech with the morning review report news announcements on in the background. One announcement caught my attention. It was an advertisement for a Plarn workshop. At this moment, I knew that it was time to get involved. Using several social media platforms, we advertised a few things. The first thing we advertised was why we were doing the workshops. The second was when we were doing them and how we supported our Healthy People 2030 goals. And the third was to raise awareness to the homelessness issue that was going on in our own backyards. Our public relations director at our district office was invited to one of our Plarn workshops to be able to look at us in action, and also to invite local media to post our initiative in order to multiply good. You can see in the media handout that we gave you guys how we had one newspaper actually posted on us. Our media broadcasting technical students created public awareness commercials such as the one playing right now that displayed our workshop group at work and how our team was working on the initiatives. We were amazed by the outcome of these workshops, and this energized me personally to take it a step further when it came to our next workshop. I went out during all 4 of our lunches and announced the workshops on our microphones. I also found that if I walked around with a sign-up sheet, people felt like this was a personal invitation and they felt more inclined into joining our workshops. Many people are aware of Tent City behind the Walmart in Georgetown and across Route 1 in Rehoboth Beach. So people were willing to come and help us as they wanted to see the change occur.
It is difficult to estimate the amount of people who heard our message, but we do know that at each PARN workshop, approximately 25 people came. Each was two and a half hours long, totaling 300 hours total of service put in. At each workshop, we estimate that 25 to 35 PARN balls were created. The PARN balls are then sent out to Bags to Mats, an organization that crochets the PARN into the portable sleeping mats. This organization has sent out 123 mats to 17 different agencies in Sussex County and 10 mats upstate to Newcastle County. They went statewide in September. We learned that if we ask, people are willing to donate bags. Since Delaware has placed a ban on using bags, we went as far as Florida asking friends and families to collect, save, and send out bags to us using personal social media. We want to repeat our efforts next year and invite our local quilt, crochet, and knitting clubs to help collect bags and crochet PARN. Other organizations have told us they would be willing to spread the word and assist in any capacity. While some Delaware schools have joined the initiative, we would like to spread the word to get more schools to help create mats. We created a QR code that articulates how to start your own workshop at your school, so get your phones out and be ready to scan the QR at the end of our presentation.
Never did I think that this workshop would reach as many people as it has, from students to families to local newspapers and even out of state. The amount of students that took time out of their day to come and show up and learn how to PARN was astonishing. PARNing is so easy, in fact, that our 2 demonstrators were able to make this much PARN within the duration of this short presentation. The determination and commitment that these students have displayed just goes to show that if I can PARN,
And we can PARN, then you can PARN, and together we can multiply good.